Hey guys, it's Ms. Limer. Today we're going to talk about partitioning. So partitioning is in very close topic with division and fractions. So divisions and fractions are both about splitting an object or a group of objects fairly and equally, okay? Partitioning is no different. In partitioning, you are taking a group of objects or a thing and you are splitting them equally, okay? So there's two different ways that you could see a partitioning problem presented to you. The first way is where you have more kids than objects. So for example, Ms. Limer has 2 cookies and she wants to share them with 3 friends. What are you gonna do? 2 cookies with 3 friends. So a really good way to start any of these problems is to use a strategy, right? Strategies kind of give us a recipe for what we need to do for a problem. So when we come up to a problem like this, Ms. Limer's sharing 2 cookies with 3 kids, we have a strategy, and our strategy is draw the people, draw the objects. So what we're going to do, we're gonna draw the people, draw the objects. So I have 3 friends, and 2 cookies. Now you can see, guys, that there's not enough for each friend. This person could get 1, this person can get 1, but then this person would be left out. So we've got to divide those cookies up. So that's where division comes in. And then we're going to make something that looks like fractions. So once you draw your people, draw your objects, here's another super secret strategy that you can do. You ready? The number of people is the number of pieces. So if I have 3 people, I'm gonna cut each whole into thirds. So the number of people is the number of pieces. So if I have 3 people, I'm cutting each one into thirds. After you split each whole, each object, you have to fair sharing. You should remember fair sharing from our division lesson, right? 1 for you, 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 1 for you. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna label them for each person. Person number 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. So first step, we draw the people, draw the objects. Drew my people, drew my objects. The secret step, number of people is the number of pieces. So I had 3 people, so I split each whole into 3 pieces. Then I fair shared. After fair sharing, you have to determine how much each person got. So if we look here, person number 1 got 1, 2. But they didn't just get 2 because this is a whole number. 2 means they got 2 whole cookies. But that's not possible, right? Person number 1 got 2 pieces that were cut into, what were my pieces cut into? Thirds. Person number 1 got 2 pieces, 1, 2, that were cut into thirds. Because this isn't 2 wholes, they got 1/3, 2/3. Person number 2 also got 2/3. And so did person number 3. They all got 2 pieces that are cut into thirds. Okay. So that's when you have more kids, more kids than objects. Okay, let's do another one of those. So here's an example where I have 4 kids and 3 cakes. 4 kids and 3 cakes. So my first strategy, draw the people, draw the objects. So I'm gonna draw my kids. Draw your people, and I'm gonna draw my cakes. Draw your objects. All right, draw your people, draw your objects. Now, the secret step is number of people equals number of pieces. So here I have 4 people, so I'm going to split each each cake into 4 pieces. After splitting my cakes, I have to fair share them. So this is person 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm gonna fair share. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. After I'm done fair sharing, I have to figure out how much each person got. So let's look at person number 1. We're gonna find all of the ones. 1, 2, 3. So person number 1 got 3, but they didn't just get 3 because that's a whole number. That would mean they got all 3 of these cakes. Would that be fair? No, right? So they got 3 pieces that were cut into, what is one of the holes cut into? 4ths. So person number 1 got 3/4. Person number 2 got 3/4. Person number 3 got 3/4. And person number 4 got 3/4. So our answer is each person got 3/4 of a cake. All right, there's one other way that you could see this problem presented to you, okay? So you can see it presented the ways we just did, where there's more kids and less things, or you could see it where there's more things and less kids. And this is where it gets a little bit confusing for 3rd graders. And I'm gonna show you why. Here's this example. 2 kids share 5 brownies. So these 2 kids are super, super lucky, right? So let's just try to share the brownies just whole. Person number 1, number 2. Number 1, number 2. Uh-oh, who gets that leftover, right? We can't have any leftovers because if I get it, it's not fair. If you get it, it's not fair. Do we want to throw a brownie away? Heck no, right? So we've got to partition it. So our first step is draw the people, draw the objects. So I have 2 kids and I have 5 brownies, and I'm just going to draw them as squares. So I drew my people and I drew my objects, okay? Now, draw your people, draw your objects. That's the first step. We do the secret part. Number of people is number of pieces. So here I have 2 people. So I split every brownie into 2 pieces, okay? After you split the pieces, you have to fair share them. So this is person number 1 and person number 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So I fair shared my pieces. Now I have to count. I have to figure out how many each person got. So person number 1 got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, right? Person number 2 also got 5 pieces, but if I leave it as just a 5, that means they got 5 wholes. That means person number 1 got 5 whole brownies and person number 2 got 5 whole brownies. Do we have enough for each person to get 5 whole brownies? We don't. So we have to write it as a fraction. Each person got 5 pieces. That line means that are cut into. So 5 pieces that are cut into, and each brownie was cut in half. So they each got 5 pieces that are cut into halves. So each person got 5 halves. All right, we'll do one more example. Here's 2 kids getting 4 candy bars, okay? So we draw our people, draw our objects. Draw your people, draw your objects. Then we've got our secret step. Number of people is number of pieces. So if I have 2 people, I'm going to cut all of these into 2 pieces. Okay? So I cut them all into 2 pieces. Okay? After that, I'm going to fair share. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Then I have to count how many each person got. So person number 1 got 4 pieces. Person number 2 got 4 pieces. But if I just leave it like that, that means that each person got 4 holes. We don't have enough for that. So each person got 4 pieces that are cut into halves. 4 halves. So there are steps to doing these types of problems. Your first step is to partition each object. In this case, it was in half because we had 2 people. It's not always going to be in half. You partition each object into your number of people. The second step is you fair share all of your pieces out. The third step is you count the number that each person got. And then you put that number over the size of the piece it's cut into. So this example was they each got 5 pieces that are cut into halves. 5 pieces that are cut into halves.